It's been a while since I've done a cross silhouette model. So this is from the Gundam Base. It's a clear edition. I like these clear body ones because you don't have to paint them. Or it would be kind of silly if you did paint them. So this came out in 2018, but I think it's still made today. I don't know. So yeah, there we go. So I don't know if it has both. I think it only comes with the gray. No, it says sold separately. So this is basically just an SD frame, the shorter frame. It's not the taller frame. You can buy, obviously the frame separately. Okay. Oh, things taped together. Very often these things are never taped together, so you can inspect them and make sure you have all the parts inside. But someone thought to tape this, or maybe they decided to tape these. So we got a little something. So this is the Classics RX782 and some stats here. 18 meters tall, 43 tons, some sort of power output, rifle, beam saber, shield. Okay, experimental mobile suit. And I built these other two, a clear version of that and a normal version of that, which took forever to paint. So like most Bandai, or all Bandai things, you can just look at arrows and some numbers and letters and figure this all out. They generally have very good instructions, so very nice. And here are the parts if you want to make sure you got everything. Alright, well, as usual, I will fast forward to some music. And we'll see you at the end. So we're back, and it was a pretty straightforward build. I was just a moron. I put the eyes in backwards, so I had to push them back out with like a screwdriver. I didn't use any of the stickers. I mean, for the eyes, there's no reason to use those because they're already yellow on black. I think it's better that way. You know, these are supposed to go in that crotch area, but they're three-dimensional. You know, that V thing is three-dimensional. That paper sticker is going to fall off. These round things are supposed to go in this concave scope. It's going to pop out. And these are supposed to go around the shield thing. And there's just no way it's going to stay there. So I will not use any of those. Okay, let's go into the articulation. So the head, pretty good, you know, for such a deformed figure, front and back. And then the polycap's pretty tight in there, so it's might take a little bit of working loose. It's not moving at all side to side, but once it works loose, it can. It's actually a very tight polycap, the tightest I've ever run into as far as running up in this head here. So in fact, the polycap just wants to stay in the head. There's a pivot for the head here, which is nice, or on that neck that is. And then as you see, you can remove the head. I like how the guns come through there, so that's pretty neat. Very cool. I like these little clear figures. Alright, so the shoulders, it's just this ball peg, you know. I don't think there's any movement in there. That doesn't move at all. So it's just, yeah, the shoulder just moves out of that peg, and so you can just get some angling, but there's no butterfly other than the peg itself, and up-down movement other than the peg itself. So then the forearm, or the whole arm, is just this one gray piece, so that has a ball peg, and so you can swing it up, swing it down, and you can rotate it, of course. Alright, so yeah, ball peg on the hand, and it's sticking out a bit, so you can get a little bit of hand angling there. The torso, just a ball peg, but there's a little bit of a gap, so you can get some angling there. Right. Not much is colliding, right, but a little bit. Front to back. Yeah, that's actually pretty good. Okay. So, this is the problem with this series. These cups don't actually trap the ball at all. It's just a straight cylinder. I wish there was some sort of lip or something on there so you could pop past it. Like Mobility Joint does that. Mobility Joint, and actually up here even, it does it, right? It's resting in that circle, the ball. But here, there's no accommodation for that. It would have been a lot better if they had this joint, or this cup, right here. Because these things just fall out all the time, so easily. It's very annoying. I wish Bandai corrected that problem on future kits. The foot, see, it's I think somehow it's trapping it a little bit. There's a little ridge you can see at the top there. Why is that little ridge not here, right? It's very odd that you would have it down on the foot, but not in the hip, which is the more important. See, it just fell out though. So that's very annoying. Not a fan of that at all. So the foot, yeah, pretty good movement, front, up and down, front and back, or whatever you want to call it, and then you can tilt it side to side being on a ball. And then this ankle guard is also on a ball peg, but it's pretty short. But it helps hide, you know, the whole ankle very well, I think. So I think that's pretty good. No movement in the back, you know, as one would expect. I didn't actually record putting this together. There's not much to it. It's two pieces, right? So you can, well, technically three with the mount. You can choose a top or bottom, and then it looks like a 3mm peg. So maybe you can just peg it right into the arm. Let's see here on the back of the arm. Yeah, it can actually peg right into the forearm there. So that's the way to go. Yeah, that's nice. But if you want... Oh, look at this. I forgot. So you can pull that peg out. And then if you want to like get less gappy, just push it in. So that's nice. And I feel like there's a little bit of a ledge there as well. So that's what's helping trap this to fall out. So it's really strange. All the other joints are great, except for the hip. Alright, so I took the handle off. And so you can use this as like a something to just jam into the hand. So for like forward blocking, right? That's its purpose, I guess. Alright. But I think I'll probably just leave it on the other way. I like that this is open, you know, you can see through there. Alright, so I want to keep both hands open because the thing has two weapons. Alright, so the main gun, it has this moving foregrip either side, and the scope as well. 180 degrees it looks like, or close to it. Oh, even further actually. That's weird. Not sure why you'd have it down there, but it's nice that you can. Actually, you can put that gun in either hand. And then the beam saber is just clear. I kind of feel like it would have been a lot cooler if it was red or yellow or even blue. It's strange that it's just clear. I used the sanding board, and apparently it's still a little bit ghosted. It didn't polish it 100% clear. Like here it's perfectly clear. Here there's a little bit of haziness from that nail file polishing board. But whatever. Let's go here. Alright, so you can double wield, and all you have left over is this one. But I guess you could just leave that on the shield, but it might get in the way of the hand. So here's the clear version of the green Zaku. I did add some details to it, quite a bit actually. But this is also just the SD frame. So these two could cartoon battle it out, just like in the real cartoon series. Now for the taller ones, here's the cross silhouette frame of the crossbone. And so you can see the height difference, right? The cross silhouette frame adds. So it's like half a head taller. Maybe a full head taller, close to it. Just leave that out here. Here's a clear version of the Endless Waltz 0, I believe. Gundam Wing 0, I think it is. I don't know, I didn't put a sticker on this thing, so my bad. I'll leave that back there. And the last one is the other RX782 Gundam Base model. So it came with these blue stickers, although I ended up painting it, so yeah, these two stickers are really the only reason why it's special for me. And obviously I added a lot of paint details to this, but this is also the cross silhouette frame, so same robot, different frames, right? Yeah, quite a bit of a height difference. But I like both. You know, you're going to get more articulation with longer limbs, but it's still decent for the that little guy, right? I think it's nice. And I have two different height RX782s. So if you're a lazy model builder like me and you don't want to paint stuff, these are great kits. And it wasn't really hard to put together. And even actually, if you don't like painting stuff, it's really neat to just see through the body. You know, you can see the gray frame, or in particular the torso. The yellow behind the blue is kind of nice, or the yellow here behind the clear. So I think that's cool. I really like it. Well, thank you for watching today. I'll see you in the next Cross Silhouette video. Bye.